Yo, 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 what is up, my fallopian tubers? Cesario from the barrio, coming back at you with another video for your butt. Now, today I'm coming at you with some pickups from my LCS. I really haven't had enough free cash to be picking up stuff lately, but you know what? I did pick up this Mike Trout a couple weeks ago that I don't think I ever showed off at the LCS, and really quick, it was and I also picked up this box of hockey cards just because they gave it to me for $10. So I was like, okay. Cool Wayne Gretzky in the back. Thought it was cool. It's like a big ass card. I almost felt like cutting it out. So I got that. I don't think I ever really showed that off. But finally got some free time, man. You guys don't know what it's like to be me during my work hours. It's insane. So I haven't really had too much time to make some card videos, and I haven't really picked anything up. We've been really strapped for cash lately. Not strapped for cash, but those unexpected bills, like I had my smog check, my registration, just stuff like that, man. So finally got a chance to actually go buy a couple of things, and I went to my LCS, my old LCS, Hall of Fame baseball cards in Monrovia. I had to pick up this shirt because my old shirt is when I used to be in Arcadia. So finally got a new shirt. So what's up, Card Shop Eric, who owns the card shop, which is a great card shop. But it's not my LCS anymore because I moved, so I got a new local card shop, which is kind of a pet peeve of mine when people just call every LCS an LCS. It's a card shop, unless it's the one by your house, then it's an LCS. But I picked up these two packs of Big League Baseball. I picked up a Topps Chrome of those, what are they called, Sonic? And then for buying over $50, you get like this Plinko. They have a Plinko game. And I landed on a certain spot, and I got these 2 packs of Heritage for free. That's cool. And my pickup of the day was this sweet 1959 Willie Mays. Look at that baby. Choo. Look at the back. I guess they're professional now. Check it out. But man, Willie Mays, I truly believe he was the greatest baseball player of all time. I know that a lot of people know that my favorite player of all time was Mickey Mantle. But that has a lot to do with his personality and, just him as a person. But Willie Mays, I believe, was the greatest baseball player of all time. Your favorite baseball player doesn't necessarily have to be the best player of all time, or who you think is the best player. But check it out. Willie Mays, the Say Hey Kid, has the second highest batting mark of all active National League players. The Say Hey Kid, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know. I'm always off the cuff with these things, and I'm not I don't research when I do these things. But Willie Mays, one of the things I remember is one of the books I read as a kid. They referred to him as Buck a lot, and the Say Hey Kid was kind of like fanfare, kind of like a fan nickname. But most players and stuff, they called him Buck. Buck. Now I remember that being his nickname, and like as I grew older, everybody just kept calling him the Say Hey Kid. But one of the things that sticks in my head is that his nickname was Buck. I mean, man, Willie Mays is was something else, man. He was I think the greatest baseball. He's a 5-tool player, definitely. One of the greatest things about him is that, you know, he led the league a couple times in home runs, and he actually led the league a couple times in stolen bases, which is really, really, really rare to have the power combination of speed and power. You know what I mean? That's why the 40-40 is practically impossible. I know it's been achieved and many times now, but, you know, steroids have a little something to do with that. But naturally, 40-40 is almost impossible. And Willie Mays had that 5-tool, you know, where he had speed and power. Like, that's why I love Mickey Mantle. Mickey Mantle, to me, I thought had the capabilities to be one of the best players of all time. But if you don't know, he hurt his knee, like tore his ACL or something, like during the World Series, you know, and so he lost his speed. But before that, a lot of books you'll hear people saying, like, you know, players that seen him play, saying like he was the fastest person they've ever seen. But then he tore his ACL. So once your knee's gone, you can't be fast anymore. So Willie Mays never busted his knee like that. So he did play his career out and had stolen bases. Man, like, this dude was just like one of the best. One of the biggest you know, he was like a 24-time All-Star. You know, I think he was tied with Stan Musial, and the only person above him, I think, was Hank Aaron. I think he had one more. I think he had 25. But imagine 24 All-Star, and I think they were all I don't want to be mistaken about them. I think they were all consecutive, or was it something else? You know, but to be an All-Star 24 times, to be voted by the fans the best at your position 24 times in your career. Most people don't even have a 24-year career. But to have 24 All-Star games, that's like pretty damn amazing, you know what I mean? And fielding-wise, I mean, he was one of the best. You know, he was famous for his behind-the-back catch. And I do believe that's where he had 10 consecutive. Was it 10 or 12? Correct me, people. You know, that's one of the things that I've always kind of never really liked when I make mistakes on YouTube. It seems like nobody corrects me, man. Correct me, you know. He either had like 10 or 12 consecutive gold gloves. You know, like I said, dude, my knowledge is like knowledge I had as a kid. Didn't really keep up with baseball history anymore, like after high school. Like I used to, man, in high school. If you guys haven't heard the story, you know, when I was younger, I Bruce Lee this kid in the bathroom, and my dad punished me by making me stay on my knees for like 2 weeks straight. And so I ended up just reading a bunch of baseball books. And so as a kid, I mean, I remember kids used to call me, when I was in junior high and high school, they would call me Cliff Clavin, because I knew so many baseball facts, like, that people didn't care about. You know what I mean? They called me Cliff Clavin, and that's a Cheers reference. But so my knowledge is old, though. That's why I say, it's like, I don't know, I guess I stopped reading about history of baseball, you know, like around 1992, 93. So all my records in my head, they're till that year. So if they've been broken since, I really don't know about it. But like, yeah, man, this is such a sweet 59. The Sporting News, look at that. That's so sweet. Kind of like design of the home plate right there. You know, you got the National League emblem in the background. And this is a bazooka All-Star. It's just a regular from the set. But yeah, man, such a sweet pickup. I gotta show all my Willie Mays cards. I don't have many, but yeah, Willie Mays, Top Gun. Well, that's it, man. Glad I had some time off to finally do a video. Love the hobby. Just keep collecting baseball cards forever, I said. Ciao. And before I forget, not only that, dude, he played in a time where he would get thrown out a lot. Like, and I always felt like he could never be comfortable, you know, at the plate. And man, to achieve what he did was just spectacular, testicular, awesome. You know, and I was trying to, right now that I finished when I thought I was done with this video, I remembered like one of the facts is that he didn't even play his high school team didn't have a baseball team, so I think he played like basketball and football. And so I believe, man, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he played in the minor leagues while he was in high school, because his high school didn't have any, or he was already out of high school. No, I think he was during high school. He played for the Negro Leagues. You know what I mean? I think right after he graduated, the year he graduated, he got signed, and they won like the pennant his very next year. But that just makes it crazy. Like, he didn't play baseball in high school, but yeah, he was in the Negro Leagues, man. And he got signed right out of high school. Like, no minor league for this guy. Amazing, dude. That's just, like, amazing. Like, you guys don't realize, like, how enamored I was by facts like this when I was younger. It's like, imagine how good he would be, like, in these days, you know, where you're not afraid to get hit by the ball. You have this big-ass armor on your, on your elbow and shins and everything. Like, you didn't have to worry about getting hit, which is not legal pretty much like it was back in the days. How good would these guys be, dude? All of these dudes, how good would they be, if they played with the way baseball is today? You know what I mean? If they grew up playing travel ball, having the best coaches, having, technology. Because these guys did it raw. That just always, like, gives me so much respect for the people back in the days. But, yeah. I love this card, dude. I love these Bazooka, the All-Star cards from 59. But, man, I'm just really just having flashbacks to, like, how good Willie Mays was. And, just feels good. Alright? And I think that's it. Alright, love the hobby. Just keep collecting baseball cards forever, I said. Ciao! The Say Hey Kid. Man, I just had to go real quick and pull out my Willie. Man. Yeah, I love me some Willie Mays. You gotta break it in, man. You know me. I gotta lick my Willie. Ciao! Boom! There's the flavor!